On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 41, recorded live on July 14th, 2015. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
My name's Matt Schaefer. You can find me on Twitter at Miss Techie Teat.
You know how many people are going to try to spell that out? Miss Techie Teat.
It's I'll put it in chat. Miss Tech E Teat.
There you go. There you go. So this is crazy because this is what, your third time on the show?
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
Special. Has anyone else been on 3 times?
Maybe.
I'll be disappointed if somebody has.
There has been people like Steve and some other people. I think.
We'll do a couple more over the next 2 days.
Okay, yeah. We'll
get my numbers up.
All right, we'll get you back to the top, and it will be great. All right, so today I'm doing something a little different. I'm filming quite a lot of episodes, which will be released over time. So this is the first of many. So get ready. Every other day for a while, there's going to be some new Pimp My Setup episodes. It's going to be crazy, and I'm super hyped. And yeah, I mean, I would do some stuff about the new queue and whatnot, but we'll save that for another time. Let's get into the setups. We got a lot to go through, 12 to be exact. So let's start with the first one. The first setup is submitted by James. Now, a game that I play, I don't think I ever played this game with you, Matt. Did I ever make you guess the age? Was that a thing?
No, but I want to.
Okay, good. What do you think the age is for James?
Okay, well, do you know if that's a real gun or not?
I don't think so, but if it is, that's dope.
Yeah, that will change a lot if it's a real gun.
Well,
I'm going to go saying it's an airsoft gun, and I'm going to say he's 14.
Wow. Nope. No.
Really?
You were so close, though. 13.
I was thinking, like, 13? No. If he has that gun up there,
yeah,
it's got to be one more year.
Well, his mom and dad obviously want him to be a badass, and that's exactly what he's doing here. But, man, the setup, it's, you know, I look at the underneath the desk, and I'm like, man, that's such an easy fix because you don't want the power switch there. You don't want any of that stuff there. I mean, the subwoofer, that's fine. But you just levitate it. Make it stay, you know, behind that board. That's what's great about those desks is that they have the board to cover everything. And, of course, the monitors, that's easy to fix as well. But what I want to ask you, Matt, is what do you think about the monitors?
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, the neck strain that would come from that, trying to use it like a real 3-monitor setup. I don't quite and the speakers are all focused on the left side. Like,
yeah,
it's just not very logical.
Yeah, especially like you said, with the speakers there, it's like using that single display. Like, that's it. That's the main display. And then he has these 2 other ones that are like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks badass, but this is not the desk for that. And I think even though this desk works perfectly for you in terms of displaying your gun and your keyboard and just everything goes perfectly, it's not going to work with that badass triple display. So you're going to have to decide what you want. So, I mean, what do you think? Should he just go for the new desk or should he rearrange, you know, take the hutch off and rearrange? What do you think?
I think that, okay, so the 2 right monitors are on one stand. So if you put that stand all the way on the left, like almost off the edge, so one monitor was hanging off the edge, one monitor was right there, and then you put the single monitor over to the right, then you have an actual 3-monitor setup that you can like use. Yeah,
and it kills me seeing such a sick monitor setup that you can't really use properly. It's insane. But, I mean, looking at it like theme, you have, you know, your game posters, you have a gun, you just have cool stuff put together. But, I mean, it's pretty clean too. I mean, out of sight, out of mind, he did a pretty good job at that. But what is that on the floor on the
that
bottom?
That subwoofer?
Right? No, to the right. On the right. It's like a printer, and then it looks like it's on top of like an old PC tower. I can't really see. Maybe it's just a big ass printer. You never know. I don't know. That just doesn't look like a good spot for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably do something about that. But really, it's not too bad. It's really just cable management and the right place to put the monitors. But yeah, anything else you want to add about that setup?
No. I mean, the cable management's so simple. You just put it above the board, and then
Bada boom, bada boom.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah, all right. Well, this next setup, we'll play another round of Guess the Age. A lot of people seem to like that. If you're watching live, put it in the chat. And if you're not watching live, go ahead and come up with a guess. Put it in your comments. See what happens. Okay, next setup. How old do you think Vegar is, or Vegar?
All right. Well, it's got a nice chair. Yep. It looks like that's probably a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
17.
38. Okay. Anyways,
hey.
I've been doing that way too often. No. Actually, crazy enough, he's 14.
All right, that blows my mind.
Yeah, this is a nice setup, and I mean, it's some expensive stuff, and all the time in the comments of every Pimp My Setup, it's like spoiled ass kids, and I'm like, first off, you know, back when I was younger, I did have a lot of cool stuff, but I spent all my Christmas money, all my birthday money. So you can't always assume that, you know, mom and dad are making it rain on the kid. But for 14, this is nice. This is really nice.
This is ridiculous for 14.
He's got all of the equipment that you want. The nice chair, the microphone, very nice, you know, setup overall with the dual displays, blah, blah, blah. But first off, before we even get into like the setup itself, what are your thoughts on like how bare the walls are and like
that, like including that second picture?
Yeah,
makes me just like, what?
Like, what are you doing?
There's so much room up there.
Yeah, go on Matt's Drop and get patent posters.
Get those damn patent prints up there. Even put the TV up there.
Yeah,
you know. You have all that room to do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's crazy. So much room for activities, like in Step
So much. Yeah, except on a wall.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know. But as far as the actual desk, what are your thoughts? Because I personally think it's pretty clean.
The desk itself is clean. There's a lot of wires, but he has a lot of stuff.
Like headphones.
So it's like understandable.
Yeah, yeah.
I really like the mic mount. I'm hoping that he does like streaming or something, because it's kind of pointless to have such a intricate audio setup if he doesn't.
Yeah. That would be funny, actually.
Yeah, that mic really dominates the desk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think it kind of looks badass.
Yeah, and I like that ambient lighting behind the monitors. That's very nice.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
I do like that.
You look a little, you know, closer in. It's pretty dope. I wonder if those are like LEDs or it's just, you know, a single white bulb or something like that. But either way, it is a very nice setup. I think the problem is it's lacking a little bit of personality.
Yeah.
You know, this could be anyone's setup. It's some Razer gear with a bright orange gaming chair, microphone. It just looks like a streamer setup, but nothing specific to that person. So, yeah. Anything else you want to say about that setup, though?
I mean, I like the chair a lot, even though it really doesn't match colors whatsoever. It's a really cool chair.
Yep. Yeah.
That's it, really.
Okay.
Maybe get some speakers.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess a lot of streamers, they're always gaming with their headphones on and yeah. But speakers are always a good thing to have. Okay, now let's go ahead to the next setup. We're gonna play a little game again. How old do you think Bobby is?
Let me just hold on. Gotta rearrange my pictures to get this one up.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So, I'm going to use context clues here.
Okay,
we got
good.
Vietnam poster.
Yep.
We have more patriotism poster.
Mm-hmm.
We have a computer.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm thinking that you wouldn't really have all that patriotic gear unless you've been past like American history in school.
Okay, that's good.
So, I'm going to put him at 16.
So close. So freaking close. He's 15. And he said he's into gaming in the U.S. Army and America. So
Gotta be into America.
Yeah. America.
Yeah.
And he also said that there is a pillowcase on the window, but that's to block out the sun in the day because he's a vampire. Oh, actually, I didn't say the vampire part, but you get the idea. But when he does get money for blackout curtains, he will do that. So we'll keep that in mind. And he also said when he goes to college, he wants to go. He wants to go into the army. So that's awesome. That's really cool.
Good for you.
Yeah. So this setup, it's one of those. I think it's the frosted glass from the looks of the photo. It's a nice desk. For some reason, these things are so popular. I'm not crazy for those kind of glass desks, especially with cable management, but I got to give it to them. As far as underneath the desk, great job. There's just like 2 or 3 cables that just need to be pinned to the top of the desk. Over by the monitors, sure, the cables look a little like warped, like you need to just kind of straighten them out. But for that kind of desk, I give you mad props. So now as far as what's on the desk, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's like some random stuff? Do you think things are placed weird? What do you think?
The computer is weird.
Okay.
I don't know the exact dimensions. If you could put it horizontally up against the wall that the monitors are up against, have the window or the window side facing out, and then have those cables going straight down, that could like kill multiple birds with one stone or something, whatever that phrase is. Because you'd have more, like, it would minimize the amount of cable distance so you could hide them better. It would free up space on the desk. I think the computer is the only thing that really sticks out as just weird.
Yeah, it's just he's trying too hard to be like different. Like, look at me, this looks badass. But
my computer's in the middle.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
He probably can't even see his Vietnam poster.
Yeah, that's true. If you're sitting at the desk, you can't really see it. But yeah, I would also say like the right side, I would like to see that utilized a little bit better. It just kind of seems like your place to drop stuff off. Maybe like since you have that laptop there, make it a little bit of like a station for it. Keep things neat.
It open.
Yeah, get maybe something that organizes all your stuff, like a little tabletop organizer, something like that. But for the most part, it is a cool setup, and it shows that you're into America, and that's pretty cool. So
go America.
Yeah, America. People that are watching overseas like, shut up. So yeah. All right, let's go to the next setup, okay? Because this one is probably one of my favorites in terms of like personality and being different. This is submitted by Luke. How old do you think Luke is?
All right. Well, context clues again. GTA 4. So if he was and Halo 3.
That's old
Halo
school,
3
yeah.
tells more. Halo 3 was like when I was a youngin', and I was obsessed with that game. So right now I have him at about my age because those 2 posters. I like the car, skateboards. I don't want to say exactly my age, so I'm gonna say exactly my age, 17.
And you're right.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Look at that. That is so cool. And I think what makes it so unique is that he just takes anything and everything and puts it on his wall, like that turbo sign, the cool post. I mean, these are real cool posters. And he's just got very clean cable management. I mean, damn, it's actually really good. I like the grungy kind of look with the brick wall kind of effect.
Yeah, I love that wall.
Yeah, and I think that also the secondary display that's mainly used for, I would assume, watching movies and playing games, I feel like that's in a good spot. You know, it's kind of like in the corner. He could, he doesn't have to look. He gets to use the whole desk basically. I love this setup though. I think this setup is insanely cool. But if you could change anything about it, Matt, what would you change?
Well, I love the posters in the walls. I feel like I know a lot about him already.
Yeah.
I love that wall. Incredible cable management. If I would change one thing, it would be the desk.
Okay.
Like, I'd like to see a better secondary monitor. That one is like
old school. Yeah.
Better one could serve its purpose, but that desk looks very, I don't know, but it gets the job done, and it kind of goes with the theme too. And if I could change one single thing, it would be the other monitor to a slightly better one.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I mean, for the kind of desk it is, it's so thin. The cable management is amazing. I mean, huge props for that. And yeah, some people might say that that's too much on the wall, but I personally think that captures him.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's too much. I mean, there are setups where they overdo it, but I think this is perfect. And what I would really like to see is that, I guess that's an LG TV that he has as his main display. Maybe get another one and really, I mean, that'd be sick. Or even mount that to the wall. That would be like an insane look. Because I don't know if I don't think that's real brick. I think that's like a wallpaper. But I could be completely wrong. Just looking at it, I don't see any depth to it, really. It just looks...
Yeah, I can't tell at all.
Yeah, but imagine if that was like mounted on the wall, how sick that would look. That it has a lot of potential. I really do like it. But yeah, so now let's go to the next setup. The next setup is submitted by Quan. And okay, Matt, I'm going to hand the mic over to you. What do you have to say about this setup?
Okay. When I saw this setup for the first time, like when he sent it to me, I was like, I've seen this before. And where I think I've seen it is Reddit. I could not find it on Reddit, but when I backward Google searched this image, there were tons and tons of pictures on Pinterest and other websites using this as the thumbnail, talking about like how it's a good setup. So, I mean, I'd like to see some proof that it's actually this person's setup, especially because I think it scored very well. So I would hate to see him advance if it wasn't his.
Yeah.
But it could be. It could be. I'm not saying that the real owner of it didn't send it in, but because of how popular it is on the internet, it's a possibility.
You never know. Yeah. And I think the thing that really gave it away to me, for it being a little sketchy, is the fact that the way he wrote it. I don't know. You look at this setup and you think, you know, this is an established person that doesn't mess around. They obviously work their ass off to get all their stuff. They just seem like kind of, not like businessy, but you know, not 4 years old kind of. And the way he wrote his message on the submission just kind of rubbed me the wrong way because it was all lowercase and it didn't really make sense. It was just kind of like, I love gaming and I spent a lot of time on this. And I feel like the person that wrote this would be like, this is what I have. Here are the specs. You know, give a little bit more of like an idea behind it. So I don't know. It's weird. We don't have an age. We don't have anything. That's, you know, the lack of information makes it seem as if it's not his. But regardless, it's not a perfect setup. There is no such thing as a perfect setup. But it's a badass one. Oh, yeah. Ha, got him. So taking a look at this, I personally, the cable management is really good underneath, but on top, just a little bit more love. I mean, I'm sure if you were to angle down a bit, we would see even more of the monitor cables. Like I could see them kind of just
I know
hanging down there. And I personally don't like out of sight, out of mind on this. I think that way too much going on on top and with the shelf underneath. I don't like that I could see all that stuff out in the open. It's a cool looking shelf. It just not for me. What do you think as far as like, you know, out of sight, out of mind, like with those remotes and everything right there?
I think the out of sight, out of mind kind of works. So we got like the drawers in the bottom left with no cover for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it has a very good desktop. Say he had like a tablet, he could put it to the left of the keyboard. He doesn't have anything in the way of the mouse pad.
Yeah.
There's not too much under the monitors themselves. Not that I can see anyway. I can't really tell what's to the right or what's above.
It looks like he's got, you know, on that right side, tons of receivers and remotes and the big TV and stuff. And
yeah,
I just wonder.
You think that's a TV up there?
I think so, because you see like all the remotes with all the receivers. Like thinking about that, I'm like, maybe that is a big TV. But I feel like why would you not show that off too? Submit 2 photos, like look at my badass TV. But
I have a feeling I know why he didn't submit 2 photos.
Well, not only that, you know what I also think kind of gives this away is not this person's setup. And now we seem like detectives and we're trying to prove him wrong.
I totally went detective mode though.
Yeah. Oh,
searching it on Google.
Yeah. So look at the webcam. That thing is old. So old. I feel like this is a popular image from the internet. Like you said, we saw tons of photos of it and it was popular back then. You know what I mean? Like
when I browsed Reddit battle stations where I think I saw this, that was like 2 years ago.
Exactly. So I think it's kind of like up in the air, you know? So I don't know. We did score it though, like any other setup, and we'll talk about that later. But let's move on, just in case it is not a legitimate setup. This next one I think is pretty interesting, to say the least. It is submitted by Sam. Let's see. It's Sam given age. God damn it, Sam. He didn't.
Sam.
God, Sam. But I think it's probably teenager from the looks of it. But all right. So taking a look at it, what are your initial thoughts?
I love this setup. It is really unique in terms of like the actual like layout of it.
Yeah.
I love the symmetry that he has going on. Really pleases my OCD.
It is pretty perfect in terms of symmetry.
It's so perfect.
Yeah.
And like obviously he can put stuff on either of the left or right monitors. He has his laptop right there that I'm guessing he still uses that screen. It's probably one of the Retina models. I actually really like this setup.
It's insane. I think what I really love about it is the top with the it's like it really reminds me of my setup. I have the whole shelf of pop vinyls. I have the GTA poster, and it's like, look how perfectly framed he has those 3 characters with the really nice shelf of pop vinyls. It's so clean. It almost has my color wall too, which is really weird. And I mean, the desk, not my favorite desk, but he made it work.
He really did.
Yeah, and with the space, does it look like there's a lot of space? He has a lot of room. He should get a bigger desk, honestly. I mean,
he should extend it so it ends just at the edge of this picture. Like he should get one that wide.
Yeah, like it lines up with the shelves at the top, basically.
Exactly.
Well, dude, IKEA tabletop right there would look so good. I mean, cable management, pretty damn good for what you're working with. I mean, I see there's certain things you can't really control, so I don't give you any. I'm not going to argue that. But really, including the MacBook with the 2 displays and the keyboard and everything, and making enough room, you did it. You killed it, and it's honestly really good. So I don't have too much to hate on, but obviously it's not a perfect score for a couple of reasons. But do you have anything else you would add to this setup?
The things to make this a perfect score are get some LED backlighting in there.
Oh god, that looks so good.
So good.
Yeah, really good.
Fix up the wiring. Yeah, decide if you want 1 or 2 headsets maybe.
Yeah.
Clean up a couple. I can't exactly see what's on the desk because it's a little just not. I think there is definitely a PS4 there that I didn't even notice earlier.
Yeah, with the
that's where you want a wider desk.
Exactly. You don't want everything piled up together, you know. But still, dude, awesome setup, great job. And I know it's gonna get hate for Apple, but I got to give it to you, man. It's dope.
Love it.
And I love Apple too. So you know what? Suck it. Anyways, let's go to the next setup. Next setup is submitted by. God, I'm gonna say this wrong. Macol. What do you think? Is that
Macol?
Something. Okay, so taking a look at this, this might be easier. How old do you think he is?
All right.
Contest.
All right. Contact. There's so. All right. So he's got a lot of old stuff, but that could easily just be parents' old stuff. That's a pretty heavy duty case.
Oh
So
yeah.
He built his PC, which
yeah.
I mean you can do if you're 12 years old.
That's true.
This is a hard one. Not gonna lie, this was a hard one to guess.
A lot of curveballs. 14? You're right. So
Yes.
good job.
Oh, I'm getting good at this.
I hope you're not cheating.
I'm not. Actually.
Okay, good. There is a way to cheat, but I'm happy you're not cheating. I can't tell you.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good.
Okay, good. So this setup is it's another one of those glass desks, you know, I guess if you like it, you like it. But this setup is called You Need to Learn to Let Go. You know, it's like, trust me, I get it. You love having as many monitors as possible. When I was young, that's what I was all about, man. I had as many as possible, whether they were CRT or whatever the case was. But let me just say, get rid of the Dell one. Just get rid of it.
Throw that out.
Yeah, it's not worth having there. You know what I mean? The case is dope. I love that, but I don't
put that in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that honestly, the right side needs to be cleaned up. I wouldn't really put stuff on top of the case like Yoshi. There's better places for him. And see, I could also tell he probably has a lot of hand-me-downs or stuff from garage sales, because down below under the desk he has all those old PCs and stuff. Put them in the garage, put them away, get rid of them. Yeah. And this is a guy who doesn't care about his cables. So
that makes me so mad.
Yeah, I mean, more power to you for doing what you want, but when you submit here, no bueno. Oh, wow. Hold on. Did I just realize something? Where the hell is his keyboard?
Under its keyboard tray. Under his phone.
That's something I don't like then. I
don't like the different levels.
Yeah, it's like, whap, whap. Yeah, I don't like that. So, okay. Yeah, I don't like that. So, what do you have to say about this setup? I'm sure you have some
Macol,
things.
I got 5 tips that will take this so much better.
Dude, it sounds like you're sounding like the Sham Wow or something. Like, I got 5 tips to change your life.
For you. Listen to these 5 tips, and I swear you will never look back. Put the keyboard and the mouse on the same level. I don't care if it's down or above, same level. Get rid of the Dell monitor, get rid of those 2 computers under the desk, get rid of that pencil holder, and then clean up the cables.
Wow. Man, did you have that written down or something? I mean...
No, I was like actively going through it in my mind so I wouldn't forget.
That's awesome. I like that. You had that ready. Yeah, I think that's really it, actually. I mean, you kind of hit it on the head there, so good job. Good job. Okay, so let's go to the next setup. This next setup is submitted by Wesley Smiley. I love that name. It's such a unique name.
Yeah.
Did he say his age? I feel like I know how old he is, but I don't know. I know he's a teenager, to say at least. 14, 15, 16, something like that. Okay, this setup, first off, this is an updated photo that he sent me. The one before this was just a lot. So from watching the show, he's obviously learned a lot. What do you have to say about this setup?
All right. Well, I really like it.
Whoa.
I mean, clean desk. I can't exactly see the whole top. Cable management, especially coming out of the back of the computer, which is right there. I can't even see those go under the desk.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, it takes a lot of balls to take a photo at that level with a desk like that. I mean, we're seeing a lot of good cable management on this episode, to say the least. I have to say,
he must have some nice balls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Nice balls. One thing I would do is probably frame the posters. Not the end of the world, but it's something that just kind of adds that little bit of mwah to it, you know? I wish I could see a little bit overhead. I think he did send me a photo, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, well. I think it was blurry, though. That's probably why. But, yeah, it's I don't know if the monitor arrangement is good or not, because I can't really tell the exact location, but I'm sure it's good. But here's where my complaints come in. It's just too blah. You see what I'm saying? Like, what are some things that he could put on that desk to kind of give it some life?
Speakers, get some, like, maybe speakers, like some knickknacks, maybe. Take it away, Matt.
Speakers. Dude, I'm reading in chat right now. They just heard what you said about the nice balls. And I think some people are mad, but other people are saying, don't worry, it's legal in all 50 states. So, anyways, so it's not much to say about that setup. But this next setup, okay, there is some stuff to say about this setup. There is a lot, actually. So I think, let's see how many photos are there. I think it's 3 photos. 3.
You really got it going.
Yeah. So look at this setup. This is a lot. We'll stop on this one. Okay. So this is submitted by Connor from Florida. How old do you think Connor is?
All right. There is a lot of context here, so I better be able to get the age.
Let's see.
All right. I'll go picture by picture. In this one, Breaking Bad fan. All right. You're 14 plus.
Wow. But,
is that aggressive?
But
if you're a big enough Breaking Bad fan to put a poster on the wall, I'd say you're 14 plus.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. A lot of I don't know if those are necessarily video game
comic related.
Comic related.
Yeah. Sports, just a lot of pride in a lot of different things.
A lot of different sports teams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you got over here, you got your Blue Yeti. You've got either a Chromebook or a MacBook. I can't really tell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb.
Okay.
16.
Bro, are you cheating?
I'm not. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Good job.
I don't know how to cheat, if that helps, if that makes you feel better.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But that's great, dude. I mean, you're like on point.
I'm really
today.
on. That's 3 for 3.
Yeah, you went terrible to like, oh wait, I know how to play this, and you kind of went at it. Yeah. So, taking a look at this setup, now this compared to the other one that we were raving about with the brick wall, this may be
too much.
A tad, yeah, just a little bit too much. I mean, but at the same time, I can't hate on it because I'm like, wow, he said, I want my personality to be shown in this. And this definitely has it. I mean, you cannot put, you don't look at this and be like, this is just anybody's setup. Like, no, this is a guy that loves the Celtics, the Boston Bruins, the Patriots, the Red Sox, Breaking Bad. I mean, comics, literally everything known to man. I'm pretty sure he's a fan of anything that happens. He's got his little, I think this is funny. He's got a little corkboard thing with pictures of, it looks like a lot of pictures of his girlfriend. And I love the thing that says, "You will forever be my always."
I don't even know where. I totally see that.
Yeah. That's funny. I've been doing a thing now where I just zoom in a lot and I find these funny things. The last episode, some guy had no cat food written on his goals, but it was actually no cat food. It's okay. Anyways, this setup though, I do think is a little too much. It's
more of a room that we're judging here.
It is. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But it all ties into his setup. And taking a look at like the photo wall in the second photo, like that's cool. That's personal. I like that. Some people might hate it, but it's fine. Cable management is almost really good, but it's not, because I see the monitor cables, I see the cables behind the PC, and it's just the angles that he kind of shot everything. Mm-hmm. I could see all the power plugs at the bottom. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I don't know.
There's a fine line between having a lot
mm-hmm.
and having it be clean like the other guy.
Yeah.
Where this is a lot to a point where it's
overwhelming.
Yeah.
It is.
That calendar is 2015 January and it's 0% filled out. I mean, get it out of there.
Yeah.
What's it doing?
Well, actually I think that might have been submitted at Christmas time.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that's how far back we are in the queue.
Did not know that.
It would be bad if it was submitted today and it was like still on January. But
you got a lot of lava lamps.
Oh yeah, in the second photo, it's pretty cool actually.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that one. I've never seen one in that shape.
I would say clean up that photo wall. I think with all the comic stuff, that's like neat. It's contained enough where you can literally just keep it as it is.
Yeah.
But the photo wall is that little thing below the desk with a bunch of stuff on
mm-hmm.
it. Your legs must hit your computer when you're using it.
That's like the worst spot. He has a big desk too, and he puts it right there. It's
Get rid of the photo wall and put it by the photo wall.
That is true. Or get another cork board and have "You will forever be my always," Throw it on there. Okay. All right. Before we talk too much about this setup, let's just go to the next one. The next setup is pretty interesting, and it's submitted by Max. Now, this is, I don't want you to look too long at the setup. How old do you think Max is?
I'm looking at it for a while. You don't get to.
You got to I want to see how quick you can come up with an age on this.
Okay, 16.
Dude, what are you doing? You are cheating.
I swear,
guys, he's cheating.
I don't know where to cheat. I don't know where.
He's cheating, guys.
Where, like, how? Don't tell me because I don't want to know. I don't get the emails, so I don't know.
No, it's not even that. It's on okay. I'm not going to talk about that right now because then you will cheat. Guys, he's cheating. I don't like it. But yeah.
Oh,
so
is it on the website?
Yeah, it is. But
okay, well, I'm still not gonna look.
Okay, good. So this setup, I think would actually fool. I mean, this maybe looks more like a legitimate 16-year-old setup that a lot of people would expect. But for me, after doing the show for so long, I'm like, this kind of looks, like someone younger. And I think what gives it off is like all the knickknacks on the left side, the mm-hmm. stickers and everything, but also that wall. I don't know if that's something he loves or it's something that he just has to have because he had it when he was younger. What are your actual thoughts on that wallpaper?
I mean,
would it put you places? Would you like be able to escape into the rushing little water waves and stuff?
That's not a me thing.
Okay.
That drawer to the right goes with it pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah. Like outdoors.
And young.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But what about how cluttered the left side is?
I kind of want to see more of the left side because I don't know if that's a whole nother desk that he does work at. I don't.
Yeah, like a homework section or something.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on there. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
And like I think the stacked games and the stuff in the drawers are okay. The glass out and all the stickers don't exactly tickle my fancy. But I understand.
Okay.
How about you?
I mean, it's one of those things. Like, I believe it's a 16-year-old setup, but it just looks like such an old setup because of all of the gear, the keyboard, the mouse, the computer, everything. But then it makes me think, I don't know. It's realistic. Not everyone is made of money, and I think functionality-wise, usability, it's great. Except for maybe where your legs are. There might be a lot of clearance, possibly. Using the laptop's probably hard from sitting in front of the TV, but it's good. It's just I don't like the look of it. I just can't. It's way too much different things, It's overwhelming, I think.
Yeah.
So
and the fact that the laptop and the TV aren't the same is like you wouldn't. I don't know. It would make a lot more sense if the TV was plugged into the laptop.
Yep.
Rather than literally just being two different computers right next to each other.
It's pretty confusing, to say the least.
With the same wallpaper.
Yeah. So, let's see. I don't know. I think that's maybe all we should say about that.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more to
say. All right. So, this next setup is... You like this?
I do.
Okay.
I like the idea of it.
Oh, you like the idea? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's executed perfectly.
Okay, good. Because I was about to hit you.
Don't worry.
Yeah. No. Okay, so we don't know an age. We don't have any information on this guy, which is kind of a bummer.
He's 17. Don't worry.
Oh, he is, because you could just...
Oh, yeah, no.
You could just gather the information. I forgot about that. Okay, so... I'm trying to think what I should ask you. My main problem with this setup is... where you sit. He doesn't have control over that with this desk, but it doesn't work with triple monitors. And what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that's one of the problems with it, or?
It's the idea, the concept of having 3 monitors on an upper shelf with the LEDs behind them, with that angled room. You could do so much with that.
Oh yeah.
But your desk is like the bottom half of your desk doesn't work with it, even though the top half does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure those are all the same displays.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine, like you were saying, like get it all on one stand with the LEDs. It would look dope. And it's a nice desk though. It really is. It's just not going to work for this.
You've got like a Uber charging station to the right.
Yeah.
With all the cables in the world.
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah.
Pretty cool though.
It's something.
Yeah, and he's got all the pop vinyls to the left side, kind of in the dark. I mean,
does he? You can't even see them.
Yeah. He's got his Yeti over there.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, and it's also weird because that's a tan like shelving.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Get that out of here.
Yeah, I was like, wow, he actually has a pretty nice white minimalistic setup, but yeah, no, you killed it with that shelf. Not a big deal though, but I definitely think take it to the next level. Honestly, go to IKEA, get the white tabletop. Put the 3 displays there, mount them to the wall, get the LEDs, and boom. Killed it.
My goodness.
Killed it. So crazy. Is the middle monitor different? Maybe. I mean, actually...
No, they're definitely all the same.
It looks like... I could tell just by the stand that they're similar, but someone's saying that they're different. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so... Is there really anything else to say about that setup, or should we go to the last one?
I don't like how he joins the mouse and the keyboard cables. I think that looks worse than having them separate.
That's true. That's true. And I think if you were to go get an IKEA tabletop, someone like you would really benefit from drilling the hole. That's something I don't really want to do because my cables are black, my desk is black. But someone like you, I could see you drilling it in and look really slick.
Dope.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go to the next setup. Now I think this is funny because if I'm not mistaken, this is almost like the second setup. Like let's go to the second setup.
It has a lot of similar characteristics.
Characteristics. Whoa. Right? Look at that. Look at it. And then go to that. That is insane. And to be completely honest, it's almost like the updated version, like the better version. So information that we have about Tom is nothing. We don't know anything about Tom. So
he's 16.
Okay, because he's into like MLG, kind of like
it's just I know.
You know. Okay. So
he also don't leave your credit card out on your desk.
Oh, should I zoom in?
I zoomed in to I can kind of read those numbers a little bit.
That's not good. Gee, wow, what the?
Don't be doing that.
Wow, I did not realize that in the beginning.
Bad idea.
That is awkward.
Bad.
That's really awkward. Bad. No.
Full on bad.
You're lucky that you don't have like a super high quality camera because that could.
Yeah.
Plus, maybe you could take two photos. One with the flip it over so we could see the back of it.
Yeah, I did that verification number.
Yeah, we just need the 3 digits. No biggie. So yeah, I think with this setup compared to the other one, this has the personality on the wall with the posters and whatnot. I love the red and black flows through the setup, except for in your PC. I was expecting, I was expecting that because it would work perfectly.
And you even have that light controller to the right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which leads me to believe you can control the light.
Yeah,
so why not make it red?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But with that case, as beautiful and amazing as it is and how you want to show off the internals, I think it's ginormous. I think that it needs to be tilted a little. It doesn't need to be completely turned, but it needs to be tilted a little so that your monitor is not being hogged up by the back and just...
Yeah.
Wouldn't that mean all his cables are going out right to his monitor?
Right there.
Does not look amazing.
I would even say... Ooh, sorry. It's pretty late here, 1 in the afternoon. I would say turn it 90 degrees and have it facing out so then the cables go straight back into the wall. Mm-hmm. You have more room. That's about it. That's just
it's hard to do with the internals facing that way. Because if it was the other way, you'd be perfect.
Although that fan might give him some needed airflow while gaming.
It's true.
Like all over his face.
Yeah. Like put his face.
You never know when that comes in handy.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So I mean, overall, it's not terrible. It's just a matter of making a little more room for yourself. I feel like that's something that would be important to me. I don't want that in my face, but some people are different. Okay, so now I'm looking over at the scores. I got to choose the 2 that have the top.
What?
You
want the number 5?
Did
that win? I feel like that won.
It did win. Should we?
That's not okay.
Okay, so we'll say that it does have the highest score to everyone. Everyone knows now, but we will not count it because we do not have confirmation. But if Quan wants to step forward and get a picture in front of his setup, we will do it. We will be like, good job, Quan. You did it.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go through the scores of the setups. Let's see. First setup is right here. We'll full screen that for you to check out. Here we go. First setup, which was submitted by James, got a 67. Vegar got an 81. Bobby got a 64. Luke got an 84. Quan obviously got a 91 coming in the lead, but that's okay. Sam got a 79. Sam, you make a couple of changes and that will be close to 100. No joke. Macol got a 42. Wesley got an 85 and came in second place. Connor got a 76, and even that's generous.
Yeah, that's very generous. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, Max got a 65, Brian got an 80, and finally Tom got an 88, coming in first place. Congratulations on that. It's hard, people always say your scoring is terrible, blah blah blah, but we do it based on categories, and that's just how it happens. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's fair. Do you think it's fair?
I think those were the right two to win, assuming the other one's not really Quan.
Yeah, because it most likely isn't, to be completely honest.
I will actually I will do something bad if it is him.
Ooh.
I'll give him $100.
Okay.
Because I kind of ripped on him right away.
Yeah.
So if it actually is him and I ripped on him,
watch Quan come out and be like,
he gives proof. I go,
yeah.
oh,
He's like, hit me up, bro. Here's my PayPal. But yeah, so there we go, guys. That is the show. Super exciting to do another show with Matt Schaefer, and hopefully we'll do more. You want to come back on top?
I need
right?
to get the crown.
Okay. Well, let me know when you're free again. We'll do it. So
I'm free right now.
Okay, we're gonna end the show here, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, my name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
My name's Matt Schaefer. You can find me on Twitter at MissTackyT.
Still can't get over that. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the Flippity Flop. Boom.